Hi, my name is Loy and I've been an Airbnb host in Nairobi since 2017. So I have those years of experience, and today I want to react to a video that Lynn Ngugi has released on her channel. She's speaking to an Airbnb host who has had an unfortunate incident in her business, and for me, I've actually had somehow similar incidences, and I wanted to react to this video, to react to the story and just share a few of my experiences and even some tips which are going to be so important for anybody that's interested in getting into this business. It's not as simple as it looks. They are talking about the business is booming right now and everybody is thinking of turning their place into an Airbnb, where it is not as straightforward. And in fact, I'm going to do another video on my Airbnb story. I have a video that I've been preparing for this channel, but for today, just to react to the story that is on Lynn Ngugi's channel. Thank you, Lynn Ngugi, for giving us this story. It is so important, and I'm glad that I am now able to talk about my experiences in a similar path. So if you want to actually get the whole story, you can of course go straight to Lynn Ngugi's channel and watch it from there. I'm not going to react to the actual incident. I'm just going to skip forward where they're talking about the Airbnb business and the risks involved and all this. So for me, I'm going to just start reacting from there. The story is very interesting. You can go directly and watch it. Watch us sisi to react kwa imambo ya the business itself.
Into the Airbnb now business as a whole, because I'm looking at you and so many things have happened. I was actually doing a bit of research, and I saw people even just take their life inside an Airbnb. Someone did that. One of these celebrities whose business went down and he was facing a lot of backlash from New Zealand. He came in Kenya and he just took his own life. And so as a business owner,
so let me just, there was a time, so when I started Airbnb, no, not when I started, at some point before COVID, me and my husband were hosting in the house where we live. So I've done different Airbnb in different ways. So I was doing home share that time. So tunaishi hapo hivyo, tuko na ka SQ tumeka Airbnb hapo. So one time, and honestly, these risks have always been in my mind, especially when you host in the same house where you live. You are really concerned about the people who are coming because ni kwako. Man, kuna time a chick came. In our house we had the rule of no smoking inside the house. If you want to smoke, una smoke ya nje, no parties, vitu kama hizo, because tunaishi hapo na ni residential. Wacha kuna demali come, very nice chick, very friendly, and very nice. Tulimuingiza kwa apartment. Kidogo tukaanza kusikia harufu ya kishash, amewasha kishash hapo hivyo ndani. Ai, tunashindwa haya. Yani she's just arrived, literally alikuwa amefika like 10 minutes ago, ameingia hapo hivyo ameshawasha kishash. Ai, tunashindwa wa. So we decided, okay, because unajua the smoke, it normally gets into the curtains and the carpet and all that. So we said, okay, let's go tell her, at least kama anavuta avutie nje. Kwenda hapo hivyo tukamwambia avutie nje, and she was like, oh sorry, akatoka nje. But mi venye namwangalia, nilikuwa tu namuona ni kama akona some stress, because the next thing aliniuliza ni wapi naweza pata alcohol. And she was just there for one night. She had booked just for one night. Anavuta kishash alafu ananiuliza ni wapi atapata alcohol. So I'm like, mtu mwenye amekuja tu like literally one night stopover in Nairobi kama amerudi kwa ndege. I was like, okay, you're trying to get very, very high in my house. I don't know if it's a good idea. I mean, kamsho hapo hivyo, enda across hapo hivyo, wines and spirits, whereby stuff zako. So she came, ameingia hapo hivyo kwa house. So alikuwa anashinda kitoka nje na smoke, nashindwa guy. Dem na nikadem kadogo, like her body size is a small body. I decided, you know what, nilikuwa tu na feeling, nikasema hata niende nikamuongeleshe. So I just had conversation tu akismoke hapo hivyo nje, nikamjoin. Nikamuuliza ni aje, like how you doing, what are you, what travel zako, kwa ile tu small talk. Enyewe alikuwa na mashida tu zake, because alianza tu open up, akaanza kunyonesha poetry zake, ati she writes poetry. Poetry zenye alinishow. Those things, zile poetry tu za like just dark thoughts. She was like having dark thoughts and all this. Me, I was like, whoa. don't know how to deal with this, but I don't want anybody with their stress to do anything in my house. So just reacting to what Lynn Ngugi is talking about, there was a time, hiyo siku nilikuwa na hiyo fear, and I just prayed. Yani I was just like, okay, God, mshikilie tu. So me I went, nilikanae by then, nilikanae for some time hapo nje tukiumwa na mosquitoes hapo hivyo akivuta shada zake. And at the end of the day I just said, okay fine, all the best. The next day akicheck out, tukienda saa kuclean, and that time sisi mwenyewe tulikuwa tunajicleania the house. Tukienda saa kuclean, tukapata nini, these paraphernalias are like drugs, harder drugs. Tukapata hizo paraphernalia, sijui kijiko. Like I just couldn't identify. Me, I don't know those things, by the way. Mimi sijuagi hizo vitu sana, lakini from the movies unaweza ona hapa, hey, some things were not adding up in the things we found kwa vitu zake. Like tulikuwa tunaona ni kama maybe amechoma those ones they choma on the spoon, Breaking Bad type of stuff. So that was an experience I had, but thank God that lady aliamka poa akaenda zake. Lakini manze hizo vitu zinaweza happen. So I was like, I was just praying isihapenie kwa nyumba yangu, because sijui nitaambia nini the government. So yeah, let's continue with the video.
First and foremost, you said it's a booming business, but what are the risks and how do we mitigate them?
Okay, kwanza hapo kwa booming business. Hosts, ebu comment hapo hivyo chini useme venye ina boom ama hai boom. So the truth is, yes, it has been a booming business. It has been a difficult post-COVID time. At least in my experience, and in basically any host nimeongelesha since 2022 to now, watu wanasema okay, the market is a bit tough right now. So it's oversaturated. Aki nyinyi watu mulikuja wote sasa during corona, everybody joined Airbnb. So there are so many there, especially in Nairobi. I don't know about other towns, but in Nairobi the space is oversaturated. So business is booming, but not like a big boom the way it used to be a big boom. It used to be a big boom. Siku hizi ni kidogo too. It's not bad, but I'll do a video. So come back to this channel and please consider subscribing, because I will do a deep dive, like a really deep dive into Airbnb. It is my business that I've been doing. It has been my primary side hustle for years. So yeah, let's continue with this lady's story.
The risks are, I don't even know how I'd say, but there are so many. And until it happens to you and you're entangled into something you do not even understand, is when now you'll sit back and start checking how you can protect yourself as a host. Because now my incident is one.
Akigai, ngoja. Niko na ma story. Yeah, when you've done this for years, you have stories. So what she said, until it happens to you. Sasa kuna story ingine iliwahi happen, where this same Airbnb which I'm talking about, where we live in the same house, we are hosting in the same house. Tulikuwa na guest, tulipata tu guest fulani hapo hivyo amekuja, nice guy, bubbly guy, friendly, everything nice. Akakama ka check in, akasema yeye anaingia tao anarudi. So by that time I was in the house, but my husband had traveled. So I was just mimi peke yangu, mimi na housekeeper sasa wenye tunasaidiana naye ku clean. Umseme kama amecheck out ameenda tao. Kiasi amerudi na chali fulani hapo hivyo. Kaniambia uchali mimi nikimwangalia hivi naona obvious ni mgay, so nikashikanisha umse ni mgay amekuja na maybe chali yake ama nini. So he introduced this guy to me ati this is let's say Vincent, I don't remember the name, but this is Vincent, he's my friend. Mimi nikashikanisha okay, so maybe umse amewahi kuja Kenya before, anajuana na mtu nini vitu kama hizo. So I said okay, fine, guys, jibambe whatever. Kaendelea na life. Maze, the next day, sasa unajua si tulikuwa the checkout time was usually at 10, so that we start cleaning. Umse amelala, umse amki. Before I even go to the checkout time, the same night, so umse amekama amekuja na beshte yake, whatever, tumeendeleana. That night, I was cleaning another room in the same house. So the house ni 3 bedroom na sisi tulikuwa tunaishi kwa room moja, room zingine ni biashara. Aki Nairobi, that's how we survive. So mimi nilikuwa na clean room ingine in the same house, and the room ya Maliucha ame check in ilikuwa like just downstairs. So mimi hapo hivyo nimepiga pasi za the next guest room ingine, nikasikia mtu anafungua gate. I nashindwa saa, it was 1 a.m. because you know I work full time, so I'm starting to clean at night. So me, I'm cleaning at 1 a.m. Nasikia gate nashindwa ala nani at this hour. Okay, whatever. Nikajua unajua tu watu na lives zao, whatever. Nikalenga. So now the next morning tunangoja msee amke aende zake. Msee amki. Mazee unajaribu kubisha nothing, unajaribu kupiga simu nothing. Ikafika kitu kaya 12 midday. Nikasikia housekeeper amekuja kuniita, hebu kama usikie hii story. Mimi nashuka napata msee anakaa disheveled, anakaa he just looks, you know, mtu anakatua amechanganyikiwa kidogo. Akaanza kuniambia watch alimwenye nilikamna yeye. Mazee kumbe aliniwekea mchele kwa drink. So walikuwa wamekam wana drink, wana have their date or whatever. Umse amemwekea mchele bana. Amepiga blackout. Ajui. I'm like, haya, uliniambia uni beshte yako. The guy is like, aki mazee mimi sijui huo mtu. Mimi sijui huo mtu, mimi nilienda tu nikampick up kwa hizi masako. I don't know how they, you know, ali pick up tu basically, alichipo tu chali fulani hapo hivyo. Sijui ndio alipatana, unajua tu hizi whatever how they meet each other, how people meet each other. Alienda tu akapick up chali mwenye ajui, akamleta home kichips funga. Kwangu mali naishi, by the way, ni biashara na pia ni mali naishi, amemleta. Uchalini nikamwambia we, hii ni Nairobi, Gathe. The guy was from some South American country, I think, or something like Portugal, like just one of those, either ka European ama South American. Hizi Latino accent. Namwambia we, hii Nairobi unaenda unaleta stranger. So he told me now, akakamplina akasema mazee msemi sikuwa namjua, nilimpick tu up nikakuja na yeye hapa hivi. Hata sijui kama jina yake ni Vincent. Nikamwambia we, huo mtu hata itwi Vincent, forget about it, he's gone. So anajaribu kuniuliza as the host, can we go kwa makarao? So alikuwa anadai twende tukareport umse, because the guy amemwekea mchele, ameiba kila kitu, ameiba zote, laptop, tablet, you know, whatever the guy came with. And he had come, of course, with his things. He's come for a while. Hey, me, I was just like, is my kettle still in the room? Mimi nimefanishiwa room, asikuwa amebeba vitu zangu. Mimi nimezaibu wacha kwanza ni check room yenyewe, nikaona my kettle is there. We, shauri yako. So at that time I was actually upset with him, because I was like, aki ulileta tu some riffraff into my home. From that day, just to come back to this video which I'm reacting to, from that day nikajua when things happen to you, that's when you start learning in this business. I put a rule there: no smoking, no parties, no bringing guests. Mtu kama anataka kukutembelea, I can refer you to a very nice place just across the street. Mali mtaenda mkae mkule date zenu mjibambe, but don't bring anybody to my home. So I would keep that rule so strictly because of that experience. And I think I only allowed very few people to break that rule. We mnanipigia kelele hapo jameni mtoto. So yeah, so from there that became a strong rule, and I maintained it because that was a big security risk. What was even making me even more upset was nilikuwa peke yangu kwa house, kwa na Hazi alikuwa ametravel. So I was like, mse hata angeamua tu a break in kwa main house, akama hapo hivyo na mambo zake, sasa ningedu. So I was so upset. I was like, Aki, you brought a stranger, Maze, this is Nairobi. So I told him, and this was guest, ilikuwa like his first time coming to Africa. Nikamwambia, we, Nairobi, Gathe, Nairobi, you don't joke. Hey, Nairobi ni kubaya. So I realized that I need to also somehow educate my guests. And from there, whenever I'm getting a guest, especially nikimuuliza, is this your first time in Kenya? Akisema yes, namwambia, my friend, si ati naongea vibaya ya nchi yangu, but just be sharp. Just be sharp. So let's continue.
You'll find there are other incidences. There was one that was trending where a guy came from the US, hired several Airbnbs, trashed the places, broke everything breakable. He broke everything, glasses, plates, and then hid them under the seat. Now you as a host, mtu amekuja ametoka US, unajua, you are assuming this is someone who's decent.
Yes.
Probably you take him in, you do not even ask about his identity, uchukui, but because you're assuming from a human point of view, this person is just here, he needs space, somewhere to rest, but anakuja amekufanyia hizo madhara zote, amehama, amekuacha hiyo loss, ameenda kwa mwingine. So if you look at it,
so in case you don't know the story she's talking about, mazestaki kuongea vibaya juu ya my fellow YouTubers because hiyo mwenye alifanya hivyo ni YouTuber alikuwa ametrend, na sitataja jina, lakini alikuwa ametrend, lakini nataka kutaja jina, but Mungu nifundishe kunyamaza. So this was a scandal. It really trended among fellow hosts, where this guy came, is a YouTuber, famous, and traveling in Kenya, is an American, amekuja Kenya, ako doing this blog. So watu wa Kenya sana sana walikuwa na follow, wana comment like his time in Nairobi, vitu kama hizo. Mtu alienda, kumbe ana haya Airbnb. Number 1, akulipa bills zake zote, alihepa na bill ya Airbnb akwa amelipa, because sometimes you collect money from the big, like upfront una collect do zako, but at some point guest anakuambia okay, I want to extend a few days, can I extend, alafu mimi ndakulipa. So since ameshakaa, utamwambia tu ni sawa, just extend. Umse ali extend, akakosa kulipa hizo do, akavunja hizo mavitu, which akavunja like vitu zote, crockery zote, and then akaharibu bed sheets zote. Na sitasema aliharibu aje, wenda utafute hiyo story kama uko na interest. Aliharibu bed sheets zote. Sasa una imagine host amekama hapo hivyo, cleaner amekataa, the cleaner has refused to deal with the mess, unashindwa so these things happen.
It's a very risky business as much as it is booming, because you might find you've hosted people, wamepigana, God forbid, one of them has been injured or worse, dies. Do you know you as a host utajipata umeshikwa? Utajipata umeshikwa.
This is another story, and this point of this video is what made me say I want to do the reaction, because it has happened to me where nimepata guest, a very pretty young lady from Turkana, Kenya. Amekuja Nairobi, and I met her. So she came to the apartment, I met her, and now this is when I'm not hosting kwangu sasa, nimegrow kidogo, I'm hosting now in Kilimani, Kileleshwa, Lavington, nimehost udem, amekam, tumemeet, nani mpoa. Then after like 2 days, I get a call. Ni office ya hiyo, like the building where I host, it's the caretaker, the office. Nashika wananiambia, do you know this udem, like sasa the name, do you know this, let's call her Jendo, just in the similar fashion with the video of Lynn Ngugi, do you know this Jendo? I'm like, yeah, ako kwa hiyo apartment yangu, kwani iko nini? They told me, let me give you somebody to talk to you. Nimeshika phone, they now the person, the house man, the caretaker gave the phone to somebody else. That person was like, yeah, this is my name, blah blah blah, I'm so sorry to let you know that Jendo has passed on. Ushaisikia, Che, that reaction, Che. I was like, okay, yani ushaingiza baridi, she has passed on. I say, what happened? Because I'm like, kama amepass on kwa business yangu, I don't know where to start. Wakaniambia she had just left apartment, sasa hapa hivi alikuwa anaenda hivi kaingia kwa accident, hivyo ndo akapass, na beshte yake akasurvive. Beshte yake walikuwa wamebook pamoja in the same apartment, so walitoka pamoja in the same, or rather the chick had booked, but walikuwa wamekaa pamoja in the same apartment, and they had left together. So the chick who had been with her in the accident knew the location and everything, and they came and they were coming to collect her things. Manze, ushai feel it was heavy for me. I was like, what? And this somebody, she has just checked in like 2 days ago to meet, tumeongea, and everything was fine. And then you have that news of, alafu najua ametoka mbali, like her people are coming from far. Where? Ilinigonga, and I was, I didn't do anything from there. I just said I allowed them to go take the things. I allowed them to collect and her things, and just, for me, I didn't have any really connection with her. It was not like tulikuwa tumeongea sana kama like in the Lynn Ngugi story. They had kind of made a connection, but for us it was just normal business. But hiyo kitu ilinigonga, and what made me hata nishtuke was the idea of what if amepass kwa apartment yangu. Unajua like many times it happens, especially in those areas. Unapata maybe watu wameweka bash kwa apartment yako, zile apartment magorofa. Mtu ameweka bash, mtu amedunda na amelewa huko, mtu amedunda na balcony. Hiyo kitu si ati happen mara moja ama twice. It's common. Mimi sitakangi nyumba ya balcony. Nyumba ya juu ya balcony, I am so scared because people go there, wana have nini zao, wanalewa, they get high, then unasikia pap mtu amedunda na balcony. Na ni apartment yako, biashara, sasa makesi ndo hizo. That was what made me really want to do this reaction, because that risk is so real. Yeah.
Or both of them die, or you've hosted someone that dies inside your apartment, no trace of anything. Utashiko, you'd be the first person to be arrested.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like we've taken lightly as hosts. We've taken our security, because that is our security. We've taken it lightly, because taking you back to my story, if we had asked for another number, or maybe a number, a next of kin number, wow, it would have been easier for me to even trace James' family.
Wow, yes.
But normally unapatanga tunachukua tu client
and the number alone.
Hata sometimes hawache ID, umekuja tu. Hata mtu akikuja andikisha fake ID hapo, fake name. Akuja afanye anything or aibe, utamtoa wapi? You're left with that loss. So I think as hosts we need to come up with measures where we can protect ourselves as hosts in this business. Mm-hmm. Because people are getting entangled into stuff that they are not aware of. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you think people, especially people running B&Bs, they overtrust their guests?
Yeah, we do that a lot. Because we can be seated here and I'll be called and someone will tell me, hi, I need a house. Maybe I need a 1-bedroom or a 2-bedroom. We have an office where we pay something every month. Yeah, they act as middlemen. Huyo client ataingia kwa nyumba yangu hata simjui. I've never even seen him. I do not even know his name.
Yes.
Nitamwambia, do this, call this office, just tell them you want this house and go check in. Siku ya check out, rudisha funguo. You see your client amekuja kama amekaa 2 days or 3 days, simjui. Akienda afanye kitu, mimi ndo nitakujua, but I do not even know him. So I think we need to change.
So that takes me back to when I was hosting Mali Naishi. One of the fears, or rather 2 of the fears also that I had, just related to what she's talking about. Number 1, sometimes we would host couples. Unapata watu wamekuja wawili, ni couple, ni married couple hivyo. Alafu sometimes una host a couple, but unafeel your vibe yao haingiani vizuri. Like you can just see this marriage of theirs. Iko na some shida. So my fear ilikuwaga watu waanze kuchapana kwa hao. I don't know where I got that fear from, but nilikuwa tu na imagine watu wakuja hapa na mashida zao waanze kupigana. That was a fear, but it never happened, thank God. Another one was watu waanze kufanya crime from based in your place.
Because 99% of hosts are just there to host you and not to collect any personal data from you. Yeah.
Okay. I want to wind up. So let me ask you a question I'm pretty much asking everyone.
Okay.
Why was this important to share?
Okay, I'm going to stop my reaction video there. Thank you so much for watching. For me, I just really loved this story because it has brought out some of the real risks of this business. Apart from, the financial risk of losses and all this, there are some now real world risks that come with offering somebody an accommodation in your space. And this story has been, it has taken me back, reminding me of so many incidences that have happened for me in my years of hosting. Thank you for watching my reaction video. I'm so glad that you watched until the end. As I said, I'm going to do a deeper dive in a separate video about my experiences with Airbnb and you know, what I've learned along the way, and my tips for anybody that's coming into this business, the money. As you know, on this channel we talk real numbers about earnings, losses, kila kitu, investment, capital, all that type of stuff. I'm going to do that video for this channel, but for now I just wanted to react to this story because it has reminded me of so many experiences that I have had as a host over the years. So thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing if you're not yet subscribed, like the video, share it, and I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for watching. Come back next time.